In the 1950s, a Japanese person realized that when he got up in the early morning, the birds would chirp and sing. So he was curious. And he timed this event. And he found out that exactly 42 minutes before sunrise, the birds would start singing. And he checked day after day, month after month, even when the time of sunrise would change, exactly 42 minutes before, the birds would start chirping. And he wondered why. He had some birds in his house, and so he bought an oxygen tank because he theorized that the birds start chirping because that's the first burst of oxygen that's released in the air in the morning. So he got an oxygen tank, and at random times throughout the night, he released oxygen into the bird cages. 2:30 a.m., he released oxygen, and the birds started singing. Other times, he released oxygen, and the birds started singing. Allah subhanahu said in the Quran, وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ. The morning, Allah swears by the morning when it breathes. This is the time when photosynthesis happens. And for photosynthesis to happen, it needs the morning light. Allah subhanahu in this verse mentions as-subh, the morning, and then mentions the breathing, meaning the first burst of oxygen that comes during the morning time, which requires the first rays of daylight. And so Allah subhanahu says, وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ, that during this time photosynthesis happens. Islam is futuristic. And for Islam to be futuristic, it has to have a wealth of knowledge about everything around us. And so when Allah subhanahu tells us, وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ, we have Salatul Subh. This is the Fajr time where we get up to go pray. And so for Islam to be futuristic, it has to have rich information, which is not just information we do nothing about. It's information that leads us to beneficial action. So Allah subhanahu mandated Salatul Subh, where we get half of the reward of praying at night if you pray the Fajr prayer in Jama'ah. There's spiritual benefits. وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ. There is spiritual benefits, there's physical benefits. Allah subhanahu brings us out of our homes during the time of Subh, the times of Fajr, to get this fresh first batch of oxygen that's produced, which is proven to be healthy for our bodies. When we get up and pray Fajr in the morning, we start the day with an accomplishment. We start the day with a win. We create a mindset that shapes and impacts the rest of the day, that we want to be winners and successful and accomplish things. It impacts our mindset in the mind. وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ gives us physical benefits, spiritual benefits, and mental benefits.